isn't the only one desperate for a meal out here. The rivers flooded during the warmest spring on record last year. Then out of nowhere, the temperature dropped, and in a flash, the rivers froze early. It's too bad bears can't ice fish. This must be the river where Gunther found that musk deer. Looks like his tracks follow the riverbank, probably to collect the musk deer meat. I hope this isn't a dead end. Sorry, poor choice of words. Gunther isn't the only one desperate for a meal out here. The rivers flooded during the warmest spring on record last year. Then out of nowhere, the temperature dropped, and in a flash, the rivers froze early. It's too bad bears can't ice fish. Bad, very bad. There is no blood, no wounds, which means this musk deer probably died from disease or poison. If this is where Gunther was shopping for meat, he's in worse trouble than we thought. There are more footprints to follow. This happened in another province, exactly like this. Just thinking about what we'll encounter at the end of the trail. It was anthrax. Be careful. You should be safe as long as the temperature stays below zero. You don't touch these dead animals, and you don't eat the snow. That Durak Gunther probably made all these mistakes. That tent belonged to Gunther. Can you read the note he left? Well, this is a punch in the gut. Gunther ate contaminated musk deer and died with symptoms that are associated with anthrax. Rest in peace, Gunther. So, I promise the rest of this expedition will not be so grotesque, is the word, da? I spoke with Pushkin over at the Federal Department. A hazmat team is en route to clean up that riverbank as soon as the weather permits. There are water monitoring sites scattered throughout this region. Our biologist, Anatoly Barnyashev, wants you to check on those to make sure this anthrax contamination didn't spread. The areas where you will find these sites are marked on your hunter mate. About that anthrax. It's a natural occurrence in Medved Taiga these days. The permafrost, the icy layer just below the ground you're standing on, melts more and more every summer. And when it thaws, it lets out all kinds of things that have been frozen and dormant for years and years. Things like fossils. Things like anthrax. This area is anthrax-free. Thank you. There are 2 more of these stations in the area.
Okay, so I need to like take that back because I said, the story might, we are doing the similar story missions and whatnot, but they have their own spin, so this is something that I can definitely approve.
Another clean test. No anthrax. These are very good results.
Man, this looks amazing.
Hoorah! All 3 water monitoring station tests clean for anthrax. Thank you for being so professional despite, well, you know, infectious diseases and all that grim stuff. Frankly, I'm surprised you're able to handle such nasty business and stay so calm. You may be a person of few words, but your actions speak to your good character. Anatoly is like my number 2 at base camp. He may pester you for help here and there, but I trust he won't take advantage of you.
He won't. So this is another story mission, but okay. I'm gonna move to my menu and I'm gonna check out different reservoir. So we tried Layton, Medved Taiga, we still have Honga Savanna, Parque Fernando, and Hirschfelden Hunting Reserve.
Avusheni, grandchild. Welcome home. I know it looks different than you remember. We've had some problems here at Voronga Savannah. I've watched the sun rise and set over this park for 45 years. I've seen miracles of life, wonders of nature you would not believe. Our family's roots here run deeper than the oldest baobab tree in the park. But after 45 years, I'm humble enough to admit I can't be senior warden forever. Droughts, disease, and poachers are a constant threat. My team and I have protected and saved countless species over the years. But after a streak of bad luck, our elephants and all but one rhino are gone. If we lose more animals, the state could shut us down. See, I'm not about to hand the keys to my office to just anyone. I want to keep the role of senior warden in my tribe, preferably my family. So, grandchild, here you are, standing in the bush. You can protect Voronga, save the animals who call this park home, mend what has been broken. This will make our ancestors proud. Spiritually, physically, you're going to face the most difficult challenges of your life, but you can overcome them. I believe in your talent. I always have. Now, ready to prove grandfather Njabulo right? You must have had a long flight, didn't you? Well, let's stretch your legs with some basics. You can finish these in any order you like. You've still got those other jobs to do, right? Don't slack. The land where people began. I knew you couldn't leave Voronga forever, grandchild. The day our family adopted you, I saw the fire in your eyes, and I said, that child is Noi. Mystical, magical. And now I know I'm right. The ancestors brought you back here on my behalf. Thank you for coming. I'd start by reacquainting yourself with this area. Climb the nearest lookout tower. Take in the view. take note of your landmarks and see if you can spot any wildlife. Then I'd go ahead and reopen the nearest outpost. We stopped keeping them up after last year's budget cuts. With your help, they'll make fine shelters again. Finally, show me your hunting skills. Track and harvest an animal of your choosing. I'll be judging the quality of your kill. That outpost is much more accommodating thanks to your handiwork. Thank you for fixing the place, grandchild. Now you just have to do one more thing. Then I have a surprise for you. No, I'll spoil the surprise for you. It's more work. Such is the life, eh?
I can't seem to find anything whatsoever.
Our old friend, the pronking springbok. Harvesting springbok is a reliable way to feed local markets and prevent overgrazing, if you can catch them.
Hi. Fuck me.
Wherever you find a water hole, Galavenova, that's our friend the warthog, won't be far. Warthog heads around here are getting crowded. That puts a lot of strain on the water supply in a reserve where water is not always abundant. I could not ask more of you. That was perfectly executed.
Wasn't, but
That
well.
is everything I ask you to do. Awe, grandchild. Oh no, we have a problem. Remember how we lost the elephants and all but one rhino? You know what the problem was, don't you? Poachers. They littered the reserve with traps. The Vusha, the eastern land, was hit hardest. My crew helped the police push these poachers out of the Vusha, but they left so many traps behind. No matter how many we've cleared, we keep finding more. A junior guide spotted a few of these traps not far from where you started. Could you kindly clear them out? There you go. Saving the savannah, one good deed at a time. Another good deed?
I mean, how many these poaching devices can be?
With so many good deeds, the animals are going to like you. I can tell. That's just a taste of the warden's work here in the Vusha. There are other regions to explore. But if you want to stay here, make yourself useful. Check your mission log for assignments. If you'd rather continue exploring Boronga, head to my wishing tree, marked on your map. There's something important you must do before we go much further. The problems facing this reserve go beyond poachers and aging wardens. There are bad spirits, Iloko, bringing mischief and misfortune. They only come because our ancestors are so angry with the state of this place. We need to make an effort to appease them. You probably think I'm foolish with my traditional ways. Your brother thinks so. That's why you had to come back and help me. All your brother does is set up communication systems, set up all the cameras and the drones. Okay, he does a lot, but he doesn't hunt. And he doesn't believe in Iloko. I hope you are a little more open-minded. Here's my wishing tree. Of course, this is the first place I came to celebrate when I heard you were coming back to Africa. I played the drum and sang to praise the ancestors. Then I put something special inside the tree. It's there, waiting for you. Take it. Carved it myself. Do you recognize Nyami Nyami? The Zambezi call him the river god. He brings his waters rushing, whoosh, searching for his lost wife. Maybe she was a lake goddess, I don't know. If we win his favor, maybe he'll help us conquer the drought that's been sucking us dry. Here's what I need from you. Hunt a springbok. Any will do, so long as you harvest it with the highest integrity while you have Nyami Nyami on you.
Which probably means that I'm unable
Show
to
gratitude to Nyami Nyami and the ancestors on behalf of your family and on behalf of the local family that this animal will feed. We never sacrifice animals for ritual alone. The local tribes donated their land to Vuronga Savannah because they rely on this ecosystem for their diet. We have a duty to them.
Yeah, I'm just like definitely not able to do this now. But if I look for other reservoirs. So, Parque Fernando.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Escúchame, Welcome to Parque Fernando. We'll keep this brief before my nieces pendejitos act up again.
Oye, deja esto. Si la insultaste, debes pedirle disculpas. No me mandes frutas.
Okay, down to business. You came highly recommended as the warden to turn this slice of wild Patagonia into a world-class hunting reserve. Naturally, I expect you to hit the ground running, even though this is your first time here. Stretch your legs out. I'll start you off with some routine responsibilities. You can do this in any order. I don't care as long as you do the jobs well. I try not to micromanage. Well, not too much. To get the lay of the land, you'll want to go to the nearest lookout tower, marked on your GPS. Climb on up and take in the view. Easy. There's also hunting outpost nearby, and I'd like you to prepare it for upcoming guests. My gaucho friends do all the heavy lifting with the outpost. You just need to put on the finishing touches. Bring things up to the standard of a professional hunter, then bring them up a little more. ¿Viste? If you're itching for a hunt, you can harvest some game for the construction crew building our central lodge. I like to keep the people who work for me fed and fed well. It helps them stay loyal. Our chef can prepare anything but a puma. See what you can find in the area. I'll chime in to help if you need it. This place is my pride and joy, and you can see why. I name it for my husband, Fernando. May he rest in peace. Before he died, I made him a promise that this reserve, with all its abundance, would host the world's most elite